the Velotric Discover 1. Hello everyone, welcome to Brian Unboxed. In this video, we're going to look at the Velotric Discover 1 electric bike. This is how the bike comes in when delivered, and the bike is packaged very well with all the foam and plastic protecting it. It does require assembly, and I won't go through the whole process, but I have linked the assembly video from the company in the description box. Along with the bike, you get a box with all the parts. It includes the tools, charger, user guide that will allow you to complete the assembly. The process is straightforward and it can take less than an hour depending on your comfort level. Basically, you have to install the front wheel and fender, install the pedals and kickstand, install the handlebars, mount the LCD display and connect the wires, install the front light, and make final adjustments with the brakes if needed. The bike comes in two frame types, a high step and step through, and you can choose from an assortment of colors. Just to go over some brief specs, it has an aluminum alloy frame, hydraulic suspension with 80mm of travel and lockout, 48 volt 500 watt rear motor and 900 watt peak, 48 volt 692 watt hour LG Samsung removable battery, a 3.5 inch backlit LCD display, 5 pedal assist levels, 65 mile range, class 2 with a top speed of 20 miles per hour, 7-speed cassette with Shimano derailleur and shifter, hydraulic front and rear disc brakes, and 26.5 by 2.5 inch tires with puncture resistant liner. And here is a look at the overall dimensions for the high step and step through. The high step weighs in at 65 pounds and the step through comes in at 63 pounds. A walkthrough around the bike, you will see the front has the following. It has a front headlight, front suspension, 26 by 2.5 inch tires, hydraulic disc brakes. Towards the middle and the back, you have the battery, kickstand, hydraulic disc brakes. And on the rear, you have the rear light. On the other side, you can see the rear motor, 7-speed cassette, and rear derailleur. Looking at the battery area, you have the keyhole to lock and unlock the battery, along with the charging port. And by the handlebars, you'll find the brakes, controls, USB port, LCD display, gear shifter, and throttle. Powering up the display, you can see the numbers and icons are large and readable, and it has a nice bright backlight. Pressing the plus button will increase the pedal assist levels, and pressing the minus button will decrease it. Pressing the power button will also cycle through the trip, odometer, average speed, calories, and power. Holding the power button down for a few seconds will turn on the front headlight and you can see the icon. And you have the rear light. It will flash when the brakes are activated. And finally, this has a walk assist feature. Just hold down the minus button for a few seconds until the icon appears and the motor will activate. Now I'll show some footage of the bike in use. I will test it out on rough terrain, show the different pedal assist levels, throttle, test the brakes, see how it does uphill and downhill, and then give my thoughts. Okay, I'm going to do the rough terrain test now. We'll take it in this grassy area here. This does have the front suspension fork, so it should absorb most of the bumps. Let's see how it does. I'm going to have it on pedal assist 5 using the throttle. Front suspension fork is definitely absorbing the bumps pretty good. Not bad at all. Now I'll take it on this rough trail. It's pretty bumpy here. Let's see how it does. The bike definitely has a lot of torque. Once you lay on the throttle, you can get to the top speed in no time. Very smooth ride. No rattles. The frame feels solid. And the motor is very quiet. Now I'm going to test out the pedal assist levels. This has 5 levels. I'll cycle through 1 through 5 and see how fast each level is. And then after that, we'll just use the throttle and see how fast we can bring it up to. Okay, pedal assist 1, about 8 miles an hour. Pedal assist 2, can feel it pick up now. About 12 miles an hour, 11.9, 12 miles an hour. And 3, about 13, 13.7, 14. And 4, here we go. About 17. And 5. Should bring us to 20. So 20 miles per hour with pedal assist 5. Okay, we cycled through the different pedal assist levels. We went through 1 through 5, topped off at 20 miles per hour. This next test, we'll just use the throttle only. All right, we're at 19 and a half and 20. So maxing out at about 20 and a half. And just to give you a look on how the brake performs, you can see the stopping distance by using the parking lines as a guide. I'll take it to max speed, and as soon as I get into view, I'll hit the brakes. Now I'm going to do the uphill test. This road has a nice steady incline. I'll just use the throttle and let's see if it maintains the speed and how it does. Okay, we're going to just use the throttle. Okay, we're at 20 miles per hour, just like that. Now here you have the gradual incline. We're at 19, lost a little speed there, but holding at 19 right now. So 18 and a half. So it looks like 18 and a half, 19. Now there's gonna be a little turn here. About 23 through that turn. Again, another incline here. It's about 19. Okay, so it held about 18 and a half, 19 going uphill. Now we'll do the downhill test. We're definitely going to pick up some speed, and I might have to slow it down a bit as we approach the turn there. So this is going to be just throttle only with a downhill test. About 21 miles per hour going down. Nice, steady, smooth ride. Again, very quiet. You can't even hear the motor. We're topping off at 20 miles per hour here. Seats very comfortable. Just a smooth ride overall. Here are my thoughts on the bike. Just like the Velotric Nomad 1 that I reviewed in the past, this bike is similar but has more of a commuter and urban use. Assembly was straightforward and I had no issues. And again, this will depend on your comfort level and if you have worked on e-bikes before. The frame is beefy and solid, feels made of quality, and the welds are smooth. I like how the wiring is ran through the frame and not exposed. And the ride quality is quiet, no rattles or loud noises. The steering felt stable throughout my testing. It's perfect size for me and the handlebar length and the distance was good. The seat is wide and comfortable and you won't have any issues on long rides. The front suspensions help in absorbing a bit of the rough terrain, but I wouldn't call this an off-road bike. There's a good amount of power with the 500-watt motor and it gets up to the top speed of 20 miles per hour fairly fast. The hydraulic brakes are powerful and there's great stopping power. There were times when I applied it and the rear wheels would skid. On longer rides, I put on 20 miles with no problems, and this has an estimated range of 65 miles. I'm a fan of the LCD display and it's easy to read with the large numbers and icons. Even on a sunny day, it doesn't get washed out. Overall, this is an excellent commuter e-bike with good performance. It has many features that you would find on higher price bikes in the same category. And the price point that this comes in definitely has some good value. So that is my review of the Velotric Discover 1 electric bike. If you like my video, go ahead and hit that like button, and if you haven't subscribed yet, hit that subscribe button as well. Until next time, this is Brian Unboxed. Take care, everyone.